You took your clothes off because you're nasty. You're sleepwalking and sink pissing. You sink pissing. Stop it. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Lo, and I'm back with another video. If you enjoy this, go ahead and leave that like. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Share the video. You know, I'm still close to hitting that little 4,000 watch hours. So if you watch the whole thing, I appreciate you helping your boy get close to that monetization status again. Let's hop into the video. So this was 2043. I actually don't know, but it was my first time going to Florida. Actually, the only time I went to Florida. We went to Panama City Beach, and the reason I was going, it was my church. We did this thing called CIY, which was something youth, I think. And basically, we would go somewhere out of state. Like, we had the in-state little church camp trip, and then that one was the out-of-state little church camp trip. And that's the one that year I went to both of them, because, you know, I was balling like that. This is how I started. It was a long bus ride. I think it was like a 16 and a half to 17 and a half hour bus ride. You know, your boy was on there, had the headphones in. I had some movies playing, but it was some dookie movies. Like, nobody was watching them joints. So, you know, just imagine being on, but luckily we took a charter bus, but just imagine being on a charter bus. For some of y'all that don't know, it's the big buses with like the comfortable seats and the little TV screens with the little plug-in joints, because we had the wall chargers. Thankfully, I couldn't do it without that. So, you know, we just driving and I'm sleeping and waking up and sleeping and waking up. And basically, we finally get there the next morning. We stopped somewhere, like right before we got there, we stopped somewhere, and it was a little, I think, where were we at? It was some racist state. So if you know what state go from Texas, like a racist state, well, most of them are racist states, but if you know like a more specific racist state from Texas to Florida, let me know. It was that one. But white people, they was dog-eyeing, you know, the black people that was there and the Mexicans, and they was just mean mugging me. I don't really want breakfast that bad. So I just stayed my happy hips on up in the bus. So basically, we finally get to where we going, right? And we didn't know who was going to be in the room with us until we got to the room. So we get our luggage and stuff. So I go in the room, and immediately I walk in, I see a brother. I was like, oh, snap. What's up, my brother? You know, we dab each other up. And, you know, simple stuff like that. If you black, you know, like, anytime you see a black person, like, in somewhere or whatever, it's like an automatic connection. I'll give an example. Church group. In the church group, you wouldn't know who was going to be in the church group. But if you saw somebody else black, it was like y'all hit it off, like y'all automatically clicked. That's how it is. I don't know if it's any other race, but I know for black people, that's a straight fact. So when I walked in and I saw the brother in there, I was like, oh yeah, it's on and popping now. We got two brothers and that was it. So we thought. Apparently, it's 4 people to a room. So it was just me and him in there for like a couple hours. And we was like, cool, I guess it's just going to be us. And we had a nice balcony view. Like, we were right on the beach. How it was set up, it was like, this side was our hotel. And then right across the street was a bunch of stores and shopping place or whatever. And right behind the hotel, we all had a balcony that looked at the beach. Oh, super duper nice. Breezy, beautiful. It rained non-stop when we were there. That didn't stop us from going to the beach and to the pool and stuff, but it rained like, it was raining. Like, by the time we left, it was flooding. That's why we had to leave early to avoid getting stuck in the flood. But, the little area that we was at. Anyways, so we was just up in that joint chilling, and then 2 white dudes walk in, and we were like, oh, cool. And basically, how it was set up is, like, we got to choose our own beds. But I had already chose this bed and he had chose that one because, you know, we just assumed it was just us two. So they came in, another dude just tossed his stuff on the other guy's bed. I was like, well, I guess he's sleeping over there. And the other dude came over mine and just tossed his stuff in my bed. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You see, this one made me mad. I would have rather had the other guy, because the guy I with was just filthy. Like, this was a dirty mother trucker. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna tell you in a minute how, but that's all I'm gonna say. So, you know, they unpack their stuff and get cozy or whatever. It's the first day, so we didn't really have much to do. People at the beach or whatever, I walk around with sand in my toes. But see, here's my thing. I don't want sand all in a room. This was like a rule that me and a black dude had established before the colonizers got there. Now, some of y'all might be offended by what I just said, but if you watch Black Panther, then you know where that came from. But anyways, before the colonizers got there, we had established ain't no sand in the room. So if you got, like, you come from the beach or whatever, make sure you try to pat yourself off and get yourself clean enough before you come in here, because we don't want sand all over the floor and the beds, on our clothes and stuff like that. Well, the colonizers decided to just ignore what we told them once they got in there. So fast forward to the nighttime, and we had some more free time, so people went out to the beach and swim. I ain't see no niggas out there. Niggas don't do beaches in the dark. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't ever met a nigga to swim in the dark, let alone in a fucking beach. I'm gonna leave it at that. So, me and Black Dude hanging out with some other people. We chilling. We come back to the room, minding our business. And then let me tell you, this dirty, filthy mother trucker, the dude that's sleeping with me, pause, the guy that's in the bed with me, pause, you know what I mean. So that guy, he gonna come in there from the beach. I'm talking sand all on his legs, all on his clothes, on his back, in his hair. He gonna come in there, just toss his shoes off. I was like, what you doing? What you doing? He started finna hop down into the bed. I was like, we ain't sharing that bed with you that dirty. You finna get your ass in the shower. They had me cussing on the church trip. Can you believe that? I was like, you finna get your ass in the shower. And he was like, dude, I'm not even that dirty. You just gonna stand there and lie? And I'm looking at him, and the other black dude looking at me and was like, now I don't know, once again, I ain't got that many white friends. Most of my friends are black, and the ones that were white were black. You know what I mean? So I ain't never, this like going to this church and interacting with these real white people is how I knew most things about white people, because I would go to church with them, but going to church with them and then seeing them outside the church environment is like two completely different things. Like, you got the church white people, and then you got how they act outside the church. So this is my first time interacting with white people outside the church, and like in a housing type setting. So yeah, he tried to lay down in the bed, and I was like, we're not doing this. You got to get your happy hips up and get your ass in the shower. He was like, dude, I'll just shower tomorrow night. I was like, tomorrow night? You can go a whole another 24 hours without showering? He was like, well, I usually take a shower every 2 or 3 days. I said, that's what we not doing. You dirty. You dirty. And he was like, bro, if you got a problem with it, you don't have to sleep in the bed. You can sleep over there. I was like, first of all, I wasn't here first. Don't come at me like that. Second of all, you're dirty. So we put the pillow in between us, and he laid on his side, had the dang whole room full of sand. Every time he took a step, there was just sand falling off of him. So fast forward to the middle of the night. Now, it wasn't my bedmate. It was the other white dude. Just where he come in. He was a sleepwalker, as you can see by the title. And he told us when he first got there, because, we was all trying to be cordial and stuff, the little awkward conversations. He was like, yeah, bro, bro, as in to everybody in the room. He was like, yeah, bro, I sleepwalk sometimes, but it hasn't happened in a couple months. I was like, oh, for real? I ain't never met a sleepwalker. I was like, how you know you sleepwalk? He was like, well, it always happens when I'm in a new environment. I said, well, this is a new environment. Have you been here before? He said, nah, I ain't never been here. I was like, so this is a new environment. I was like, okay, you gonna sleepwalk tonight? He was like, nah, I think I should be good. I got it under attack. I was like, oh, okay, what the heck is that? I was like, oh, okay. I was like, you been to some other places or something? He's like, nah, I ain't been nowhere in the past couple months. That's why I haven't sleptwalked, but we'll see tonight. I was like, why are you saying this so casually? So, the black dude that he's sleeping with, he was on the edge. I was too, but I wouldn't sleep with him. I was more worried about funky foot fetus over there. So we're gonna go ahead and fast forward again. It's the middle of the night. And yeah. So let me tell you this. I'm a light sleeper, right? So any bit of noise wakes me up. And I get woken up by this nigga knocking over a lamp. Yes, the lamp. So we laying there, he walking, he knocked over a lamp. It didn't break, but he knocked it over. Luckily it didn't break, because I wasn't finna pay for nothing. Now, that's all I'm gonna say. Well, he knocked it over, and we all woke up. I was like, what's that? And so he just standing there, staring. Like, I'm just like standing in the middle, because the bed was here and here. He was just standing in the middle, just like. And I was like, bro, you good? What's up? And he ain't answer. And then the black dude touched him, and he did a little twitch thing. I was like, oh, shit. This nigga is sleepwalking. And so I was too scared to do anything. This is my first time encountering a sleepwalker, so I ain't know what to do. So he just walking back and forth, pacing the room, and my ass standing on the bed like, see, this that white shit. No offense. I ain't never met a nigga to sleepwalk. You can call me racist if you want to or whatever. I'm just saying. I ain't never met a nigga that slept walk. So I'm thinking in my head, just some white shit. So I'm like, see, this is why I don't associate with these types of people. I stick to my kind and my kind only. My eyes is doing this, watching him run, well, fast walk, if you want to call it, back and forth. And so, like I told y'all, we had the balcony. And I locked it because I don't trust it. You know, we on the 4th floor, but somebody could climb balconies and try to break in. Duh. So I locked it. He walked over to the thing and start trying to unlock it, but he couldn't figure it out because, you know, he wasn't really conscious. So he was just doing that. And we was like, bro, somebody gotta stop him. And I was like, you can't wake up a sleepwalker, you gonna mess him up. And I was like, well, shit, I guess he finna just walk out there and fall off the balcony because I ain't doing shit. And so the other white dude, his dirty self, got up and he was like kind of blocking it. Like he put like this little, it was like a little board type thing in front of the door lock so he couldn't touch it anymore. And he was just doing that. So he eventually gave up and turned back around. And so he go into the bathroom. And this is where it got nasty. He go into the bathroom. The door still open. My man start undressing. I'm talking shirt, shorts, drawers, socks, everything. Which was weird. He sleep in socks. That's just weird. That's probably why he sleep well. All you sock wearing and sleep people, y'all just weird. I don't understand y'all. But that's a whole nother video. But anyway, so he, you know, he doing that. And I was like, I know he not finna get undressed and just right here in front of everybody. And see, props to him because he had on some full clothes. The dude that was sleeping with me, this nigga just hopped in bed with some boxers on. Like, why are you comfortable enough to sleep in just your drawers in a bed with another guy? But that's beside the point. So he getting undressed and he just standing there naked. So I'm like, my man, somebody got to get him. I'm not trying to look, but somebody got to get him. And so he stands on top of the toilet and faces towards the sink and just starts to pissing. Just straight pissing right into the sink. Yeah. Surprisingly, he didn't miss. He didn't miss, hit the wall or the floor or nothing. Just straight into the sink. And this was just the first day. We still had 4 more days of having to use that sink. That's what made me mad. You pissed in the sink on the first day. Like, how am I supposed to brush my teeth? How am I supposed to wash my face and look at myself knowing you just pissed in the sink? That is disgusting. So he's standing there pissing and shit. And everybody just watching. I'm like, y'all not going to stop him? And then black dude was like, I ain't finna get pissed on. And I was like, neither am I. And so the white dude was just sitting there looking at us. Look at him. Look at us. I'm like, I don't know why you looking at us when you ain't doing it. So get your people. And so nobody did nothing basically. He got down. This nigga just left his clothes in the bathroom and came back out and hopped in the bed. Yeah. I'm talking naked and all. Yes, naked and all. And the black dude was like, fuck that. Hell no, I'm done with this shit. And got up and slept over in a chair. We had like, you know, like when you go to a hotel, there's a chair. Yeah. He slept in that for the night because he wasn't sleeping with no naked guy, which I 100% understand. I was trying to get my bedmate to go sleep with him since they both like sleeping nastily. Nastily? I don't think that's a word. But since they both like being nasty when they sleep. But yeah, dude, he woke up the next morning. He was like, bro, who took my clothes off? And I'm like, ain't nobody take your clothes off. You took your clothes off. You took your clothes off because you're nasty. You're sleepwalking and sink pissing. You sink pissing. Stop it. And he was like, I ain't being no sink. I'm like, how you going to tell us? We all watched you undress yourself and piss in the sink. Yes. And after that night, he ain't sleepwalk again, so I guess he was used to the environment of her. But boy, that was my first time encountering the colonizers on a faraway journey. But yeah, that was that story. That was something. That's all I'm gonna say. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, hit the subscribe button. But until next time, sayonara.